truly stunning, just language and imagery. I know we've all gone a little bit over here, and I just have to say that I think it's incredibly worth it. I think the diversity and quality of the writing tonight has just been phenomenal, and I think everyone here deserves a first round of applause just for the incredible talent here. One of our goals was to be really diverse in our publishing, and I think tonight really reflects that. So I want to introduce our final reader of the night, and I'll just have a few more comments at the end. But I wanted to introduce Christina Simon, who's going to be reading her personal essay, Color Theory, which was published in our Life Search pageant issue. It's a very powerful essay, and it's resonated with so many of our readers. Christina Simon is a mom, writer, and native of Los Angeles. She writes about the competitive world of LA's private school admissions, financial aid, and diversity in her book and on her blog, which have been featured on NPR, The Hollywood Reporter, The Daily Beast, The Huffington Post, LA Parent, The Pasadena Sun, Quartz, and Business Insider. Simon's essays have been published in Salon and The Mother Company. Formerly a staffer to LA County Supervisor Mark Ridley Thomas, she now volunteers at 826 LA, where she helps high school students write their college essays. Welcome, Christina.
First of all, I want to thank all of you for coming and to thank David and Michelle for having me here tonight. It's a huge honor. This essay is about mixed race identity, yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Color theory. I'm talking to you, Zebra. His words still reverberate like sounds bouncing off the steep canyon walls. As a girl, I thought of zebras as black and white striped animals, sort of like the horses I rode. I imagined they had individual personalities like my chestnut quarter horse Chip, who was inquisitive and affectionate, greeting me with his ears perked up in a low, rumbling neigh before he nuzzled my hand for a fistful of grain. At the zoo, I marveled at how zebras' bold stripes continued up their spiky manes as if a hairdresser had created a perfectly styled black and white mohawk. In physics, black and white are not defined as colors. Black is the absence of light and therefore color. White is the sum of all possible colors. I am mixed race, black and white. Since it is impossible to mix light, black and white paint can be combined to create gray. I'm brown skinned, so none of this makes sense, just as physics didn't make sense in high school. It seems like 1,000 years ago, or yesterday. It's the mid-1970s in Topanga, an idyllic hippie community overflowing with pot and patchouli oil. I'm a terrified 10-year-old girl with deep brown skin, dark brown eyes, and untamed hair, hoping to suddenly become invisible so Jimmy McAllister, my redheaded classmate, won't see me. He lives down the street where he's seen my parents, my dark-skinned mom, and my pale, green-eyed dad, the only interracial couple in our town. On the expansive black asphalt yard at Topanga Elementary School, there is nowhere to hide. He finds me no matter where I am. It's always so hot up on the playground. The yucca plants scattered across the adobe red hills behind the yard offer no shade. The blacktop seems to blister as if ready to explode. "Hey zebra," Jimmy shouts. I look away, walking as fast as I can towards the cafeteria. It's recess and there are 5 minutes remaining before the bell rings. Jimmy's face burns hot. Thick strands of his long hair whip around his head like crimson flames. If he catches me, I fear a spark from his fiery hair will ignite my clothing, incinerating me in an inferno of terror, leaving only smoldering white-hot coals and black ashes. "I'm talking to you, zebra." Without looking back, I break into a run. Footsteps behind me. I feel a hard bump to the back of my head as he hits me with his open hand. His friends hoot and holler. "Get out of here, ugly." I run faster across the playground, breathing hard. Too lazy to chase me, he turns around, walking slowly towards a tetherball game. His friends follow him. Years later, my dad called to tell me that Jimmy was killed in a motorcycle accident in Topanga. He was 26. It makes no difference, still he is alive. Every zebra has unique stripes so they can identify each other. Scientists believe their stripes serve as a form of camouflage by making it difficult for predators to identify a single zebra from the herd. Zebras must be very careful because lions hunt them. The plains are littered with their bloody, decaying carcasses. Like the zebra recognizes another's stripes, mixed people can almost always identify each other. We see ourselves in the person looking back at us. A light dusting of freckles on mocha skin, hazel eyes flecked with amber, long, thick hair with too many shapes and sizes of curls to count. In my 20s, I boomeranged back and forth between two identities, an all-white dinner party one night, a date with a black basketball player at Harold and Bell's soul food place the next night. Now I no longer shuttle frantically back and forth between black and white worlds, camouflaging one part or another of myself to blend in. When someone ignorantly asks me if I'm a mulatto, I no longer get angry. I'm more comfortable in my own skin, black and white, two parts of a whole. It took a lifetime to get here. Waiting in the school carpool line, I watched Kara, my 15-year-old daughter, laughing with a group of girls. At first, they are a golden glimmer in the midday sun. Moving closer, I see there are 4 of them who are mixed race like Kara, black and white. What beautiful girls, I knew silently. Exquisite, a small herd of zebras.
Amazing night. I just want to say a few things. First of all, Sarah Benincasa and both Chris Morris as well were not able to make it tonight, and they regret that they wish they could be here. And also I wanted to give a special thank you to David Kessler over here, who is an amazing, multi-talented man, but he also created our logo of our website, which is great. So thank you.
Anyway, thank you so much for joining us tonight. And thank you to all of our contributors, to all of our reviewers. Oh my God. Thank you so much to all of you. We were thinking we lived over tonight, and the Last Bookstore reminded us a couple times tonight. And we have a lot of things that are going to be developing, a lot of exciting things over the next few months. Some exciting news to be sharing very soon. We're going to be letting you know about that as soon as we have more to share, so please follow us online. The different social media accounts will be letting you know some very exciting stuff very soon. I know that's vague, but there you are. Don't forget you can buy some of the authors' books who spoke tonight. Deanne and Eileen's books are here, so you can buy that. As well, we have t-shirts back here, where the wine and the food was. We have t-shirts, 2 different types. We would love for you to buy them. They're $25, supporting Angel's Flight. And we would love for you to buy them and put them on your body and wear them proudly. We're also going to Clifton's tonight if you want to join us. Have a little bit of an after party celebrating great readers, our launch. And that's going to be happening very soon after we leave here. Just remember to tell people Clifton's. Clifton's, by the way, is at Broadway and 7th, which is about 2 blocks north and 1 block west. But you can look it up on your phones, because that's when we held them anyway. One more thing that Liska, who plans the events at the Last Bookstore, wanted me to tell you. She wanted me to remind all of you that you're in a bookstore, which I know is probably not something that happens to a lot of people. You're in a beautiful, independent bookstore. Look around, buy a book. It's something we all don't get to do very often, and it's a great story. They've been so supportive to us, as much as you've been supportive to us, so thank you so much.
Thanks for coming. Please check us out here, and feel free to come up and talk with us, and please join us at Clifton's and just let them know you're with Angel's Flight. Thanks, guys.